What's up, everybody? Makes is here, and today I'm doing a whole new what if. The reason I'm doing a whole new what if is because for the last few parts of What If Goku was very overpowered, I want to actually write those as scripts. I want to actually write the scripts for them so they can be a lot better since that series is ending. So I'm doing a part one of a different series that I've actually been thinking about. This, as you can see by the title, this is What If Goku Had Key Control. Let's get to the intro, and then I'll explain to you what I mean by full-on key control. Alright? Now, what I mean by key control is... Goku is born... Well, this is what Goku was born with. Goku is technically born with an ability that I like to call key switch. It's called key switch. You'll be able to, later in this episode, you'll see what I mean on what key switch is. But so all the other episodes can be this could be a little bit interesting. We'll have fun. Now, this series. Now, where this starts off, it doesn't start off when he's... Actually, it does. Let's start off when he's born. We're going to start off when he's born, and then we're going to skip to something. Okay? Now, when Goku... A baby was born on a planet called Planet Vegeta. Now, on Planet Vegeta, this was actually a very special baby. Even though his power level was 5. When they read this power, yeah, at first it was 5. But then... something happened. The baby got angry a little bit. The power increased a little bit while he was crying. So they said, okay, that's technically what. So they really didn't say anything. His power level went up. The baby's power level actually went up to 82. The power baby, like I said, power level baby went up to 82. But so they was like, okay. That's what normal Saiyans do when they get angry or flustered. Their power actually goes up. But they noticed something. So they just thought so later on it was just going to go back down to this regular power level. But there is something. The baby started glowing slightly, and then it just stopped. They were weirded out by this. So they rechecked his... But when they checked the power level scouter thing again, his power level didn't go down. His power level stayed at what it was. It stayed at 82. The whole Saiyan race heard that this baby's power level actually stayed at his anger power. But now he's calm now, so his anger is nothing else. So he hasn't angered no more. Now, as y'all can see by what I did, some of you probably have just seen what I did. Key switch. Now, we're going years into the future. So this is where we're going. Goku doesn't know about this ability yet. So everything basically goes on the same, except a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier since his power level started off at 82 now. Just a little bit easier. Well, actually pretty much easier. So everything goes the same, like I said, pretty much easier, but all the way until King Kai. When Goku was running on Snake Way, and he just made it to King Kai's planet. Met King Kai, everything happened, everything normal happened, but stayed there the longest. But as King Kai, when King Kai started teaching Goku the Kaioken. When Goku started using it, they were doing that after the first 2 years or the first year. Was it 7 or was it 5? Right now, I'm going to say 5. The first year when Goku got Kaioken, just a regular Kaioken times 2, just a regular one. King Kai was really amazed by his power. Goku's power level times 2. So let's say now the power level. I'm just gonna add power levels now. Baby's power level 82 all the way up. So what we're going to basically do for his power level now, I'll say his power level. This is King Kai, so he hasn't met the Saiyan Saga yet. So his power level right now, I would say, is 10,000 or 11,000. No, I'll go with 10,000 right now. He actually has a pretty big power level now, and it's really good. 10,000 power level at King Kai. This is like before he started training and all that. But this is regular base. 10,000. When he went to do the times 2, his power level skyrocketed to times 20. But Goku felt weird a little bit. What is happening to me? What's wrong, Goku? When Goku was powering up in Kaioken times 2, all his aura just condensed. His aura started to condense and go inside of his body. And then King Kai felt his power. His power without any Kaioken, his power level stayed the same. King Kai was weirded out by this. He couldn't believe it. Goku figured out how to keep his power level at the same power as Kaioken. So, but the downside to it of the current month, like going out through the month, Goku couldn't go Kaioken times 2. He couldn't go Kaioken times 2, but King Kai trained him enough, but Goku can use Kaioken times 3. Now, I think some of you are confused about it, but some of you actually know what I'm doing. What I mean by key switch is whenever he had the power, he could literally switch. He could switch. Well, I don't know what it would call it. Y'all can recall it anything else, but right now I'm calling it key switch. So the steer is called key control, but the ability is called key switch. That's what I'm calling it for now. You can change it later. So what I mean by that is, remember when Goku went mad when he was a kid, was going crazy a little bit. His power level skyrocketed, went up to 82. But his body, since he didn't know how to control his power, he used key switch and it switched his 5 for the power level he had now, that he had at that time. So basically, it switches. If he has a power level, but now since he's an adult, well, he's old enough to actually be able to control it. If he knows what it is, he actually, in the future, he would be a force to be reckoned with. Now, like I said, the downside is that Kaioken disappeared. Kaioken times 2, but Goku Kaioken times 3. King Kai called over one of the Kaioshins for this because he didn't understand it. The Kaioshins didn't understand it either. A hidden ability that no one has. They were weirded out and they just didn't know what to say and just literally just left it alone for the time being. Now we go on. Now a few years later, after Goku left King Kai's planet, this is now the Saiyan Saga. Not the Saiyan Saga. I don't know what happened, but I'm making it my way for now. So Goku goes back home, and when he gets home, he feels someone's power, and that is Raditz. But it's a lot weaker than it was originally. Now, the reason I'm making it this way instead of making it how when he came back from King Kai's planet, he trained at King Kai's planet, then he went to Saiyan Saga, but I'm just making it like this for now. And Raditz, when he first looked at Goku, his scouter broke. He couldn't believe it. His brother's power level was 20,000. What? You're stronger than Vegeta. How? You're a low-class Saiyan. How? What's a Saiyan? And what are you doing on my planet? A Saiyan is what you are, and you're my brother. So I think you should help. Okay, you're my brother. What? There's no way. You're not human. Haven't you ever noticed about your... Kakarot! Where is your tail? I cut it off when I was a kid. Now, if I would have let Goku keep his tail, he would be a lot stronger than he actually is. So we're gonna stop that for now. What? Yeah. Well, I'm your brother, and as your older brother, I demand you to come with me. Where do you want me to go with you? To take down Frieza. Who is that? I don't know. Frieza is a tyrant that destroyed our planet. He killed our parents, Kakarot. You will believe me, right? Yes, I believe you, because King Kai told me what I was. Told me about that I was a different... Well, Kaioshin told me that I was not human. He told me I was a Saiyan of some sorts. Remember, since Kaioshin came earlier, he told Goku about what he was, and it's a lot faster and easier. I believe you, but I need to protect this planet. Come on, Kakarot! Vegeta and Nappa are listening. They won't take no for an answer, even if you are stronger. Vegeta in the calm hears this. He's stronger than me. We'll see about that. Raditz breaks his scouter. You're a lot stronger than me, Kakarot, so I won't risk my life to make you come with me. But I'll stay here. Okay, but how about you stay here and we'll train? And you'll be able to train you. I'll be able to help you train so you can take out Frieza. And then I'll help you next. Help you. Yes. That'll be a formidable plan. So, Vegeta, Nappa are headed to Earth since Raditz broke his scouter. They thought he was under attack. Well, they didn't really think of that. They actually just went there to go test out Goku's strength. They're coming a year of training. They've got a lot stronger. Raditz's power level is now actually 4,000. So still not too close to Nappa. Still a little bit under. Still under Nappa, but just a little bit. But still Vegeta's far beyond his power. Goku is now 36,000. Now, that in 1 year is crazy. And independent, and seeing how it was, it's only dependent on how powerful he was in Kaioken. But for some reason, every time when Goku was training with Kaioken times 3 in the middle of the year, he felt that there was actually no strain. There was no strain. Because he remembers that the strain that the regular Kaioken gave them. But once Goku actually went into that form of it, once Goku actually power switched, he felt that strain the entire life. Well, that entire time. So Goku had to deal with that strain for a very long time. So Goku doesn't feel any strain anymore in the Kaioken state. Well, he doesn't feel strain until he goes into a higher state. It won't kill him if he goes any other higher power. It's just how it is. He was training, going Kaioken times 3, but like I said, didn't feel any strain. But what he wanted to do this time, I scratch all his the new power level I set. Actually, no, not yet. I'm not gonna do that. The year's over. Nappa and Vegeta get to Earth. All the Z fighters Goku, everyone felt their presence and flew all the way over to see who it was. They knew who it was, but they would wanting to see what they're going to see, what they're going to see what they've been training for a year. When they get there, Goku actually can see his power, but Vegeta can't. When they get there, Vegeta still thinks he's stronger, but when Goku feels their power, he actually didn't feel as much as he thought. He thought Vegeta would have been a lot stronger, but he's not. The reason he's been training with his Kaioken times 3, just because he thought Vegeta would actually be an actual good opponent. But it turns out he's not at 16,000. But alas, when they first get there, Vegeta and Nappa's scouter breaks at looking at Goku. At the sight of him, or actually, when he first came near, his power was amazing. They've never felt anything like this. In their eyes, Goku is second to Frieza. So in an instant, Nappa throws a blood wave in the air. Vegeta and Nappa both look at it and turn into great apes, because they were being cautious, because they can feel that great power. Both of their power levels are above Goku's right now, but not by a lot. Goku steps, powers up a little bit. He powers up a Kamehameha as strong as he can. Shoots it at Nappa. Nappa tried to block it, but it still dealt a lot of damage. Even though Nappa was stronger, it still dealt a lot of damage. What was that? That is a Kamehameha! Me going all out. Vegeta starts charging up a mouth blast and shoots it at Goku. Goku actually had to go all out. Goku was holding it back, but he couldn't do that much. So Goku guesses Kaioken! Kaioken times 3! He goes at Kaioken times 3, and his power is crazy. Because, remember, this is key switch. Now, it times his current power level by 3. And, they're absolutely nothing right now to a 36,000 power level. If I said 35 earlier, I'm sorry, or anything other. I'm saying 36 now, so I can dim it down or raise it up. I don't know what I did. Sorry. Times 3, and since his Kaioken didn't have any strain on him, and it times his power times 3, 36,000 times 3. That means so Goku felt the change in how much pressure his power did, and he didn't feel it. He barely felt it. So he took off one hand and just closed and made a fist and dispersed Vegeta's attack. What? This is the Kaioken. This makes me a lot stronger than you. Now, my biggest question I've always asked was, why couldn't Goku beat Vegeta that easily? Well, he beat him easily when he went to Kaioken times 2, but not as easily as he should have. But that's besides the point. So, Goku really loves what he was able to do with this power of his. What? Goku charged up 2 Ki Blasts, and quickly threw him at Vegeta and Nappa. They tried to block it. It sent them flying meters away. What is this power? He is second only to Frieza. Who? You guys are talking about Frieza too? Is he that bad? Well, I'll take, as at the same time of Goku powering up on his Kaioken, I will take out this Frieza and show him what it means. What is the consequence of taking out my race? As I am Son Goku. Now, I had to add that. I don't know why. I think I wanted to add something like that before. It sounds so cringy, but that's besides the point. So Goku flies instantly, knocking both Nappa and Vegeta out of their Great Ape forms. Raditz, all the Z fighters were just surprised, dumbfounded at the fact of Goku's power. Goku didn't struggle one bit. The only time he struggled, he had to go, even though he had to go to his next form, he was still formidable to take them out by himself. He didn't need anyone's help, so he could do it by himself. He got out of Kaioken, didn't feel a thing, no strain, no nothing. But he felt something was activating once he took it off. Huh? King Kai, Kaioshin both felt that Goku's power was trying to change. Now, Goku felt it too, but he didn't. He tried to stop it. He stopped it. And that's where I'm going to end it off on what if Goku had Ki control. If y'all can change the name of Ki Switch in the comments, tell me how y'all like it. It's actually, I really like the idea. Even if you guys don't like the what if, I'm still going to go on to it because I know some of you are going to like it and I don't want to take that away from you guys. And some of you guys that actually been asking me to bring back what if Deku had God Ki, I will bring that back. And I'll see you guys later. Matrix out, and make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'll see you guys later.